Yeah, hello guys, welcome to my video again. In this video I just want us to see, I want to show you guys how I use higher time frame and lower time frame entry confirmation, how I was able to combine them, how I trade. So let's dive into it. And one other thing is, I'll also show you the challenges you are likely to face, which I know that a lot of people will have similar experience, and also show you that this same concept work in all instruments, both volatility, commodity, and what. So this is step index 500, and based on structure mapping, I hope you guys can understand this structure, and I will also explain it briefly so that we not waste our time. So you can see this market was bearish and we got to this level, it changed character, so it turned bullish. But after the bullish momentum, we can see that market push up, trying to break this structure here, but it has no inducement. So that's why we use this level as an inducement. So this is an indication that market is likely coming below this level. A lot of people will be trapped because they don't have the understanding. They will want to buy here thinking this is the where the movement started from, and as you can see, they will be stopped out. No way. So you just have to have the understanding. So once markets give us this move and there is no inducement, it means that the highest move that he has done, and this will be the lowest move. So our trading range will be from this level, from high to low here. So, but because we have the understanding the market is coming back, this level is going to attract the market. We can counter trade towards this level. But as you can see, market responded a little bit and gave us change of character. Change of character means market has changed from bullish directional bias to bearish directional bias. And after we have change of character, we look for our value pullback, the last value pullback that the market did. You can see it was here. And where is our POIs? You can see that we had our POI here, which is 50-50, as I used to explain, and this is our extreme POI. Why do I stop here? Why not here? Because POIs here are not valid. We only pick two POIs. The the first POI and the last POIs are the only that is valid, are the only one we deal with. So this is not valid POI because it has already been mitigated. How do I know? You can see market has traded into it immediately. You can see it has been mitigated here and it make it not valid. So any other POA you are trying to pick is likely not to hold because it's not valid. So higher probability POI is just two, both the first one and the last one that is valid. So it's not necessary that extreme POI have to be at the extreme structure. No, it's just that it's the last POI, the last order block or order flow that is valid. So in this case, when market got to this level, we can go to lower time frame and look for sell momentum, and we are likely to have a loss here depending on the time frame you are using, or we also have a win here. Let's see if we can use 4 hours. Sometimes I use 1 hour, or sometimes I use 4 hours. Let's check 1 hour and see if we have trading opportunity here. Remember, this is step index, and I just want to use it to show you that uh, it happens, and the concept work, the SMC work in all instruments. So you can see this is the obvious last break of structure that the market did. Then after that, market came back and also did this one. So, but because market is trading, has already been trading inside this level, so we might first want to be tempted to take a trade here because this will be our inducement, this level. And as I explained, inducement will turn to your change of character once higher time frame POI has been mitigated. So you can use that inducement as your change of character. And this will still you will still mark your 1 hour complete structure. But you will know based on your uh, plan that anything below inducement, you can start looking for your sell momentum because of what market has already mitigated this level. So after market take out this inducement, we will be waiting for the kind of inducement here, maybe this level. Then we'll be waiting for this extreme order block for us to what? To sell this market. And what are we supposed to do? Because we have change of character. We are not going to wait till this level. We are not going to wait. If you're lucky and market has traded deep inside the higher time frame order block, it will also give you a kind of good result, good RR. And if the market go your way, then you'll be able to catch the nice opportunity inside that level. So you can see market try to respect this level but fail. But based on this, my inducement will be here. My change of character will come here because I just want, in term of change of character, I'm not thinking in term of structure again. I'm thinking in term of this impulse correction, impulse correction. Then this will serve as my change of character. Then I'll wait for inducement. Then I will sell from here. So, but this must be higher time frame POI. I hope you guys understand. So this is exactly what I will do here. And then wait for inducement. I'm not really going to reckon with this because I'm not looking for buy. So wait for inducement, and I will look for my first POI will be here, which is decisional POI. I think it's kind of valid, but anything that make me to sell from here, definitely my stop loss is going to be here. My stop loss is going to be here like this, and that will be a kind of too much for me. Not that it's too much, but at least I'll be targeting here. This is not going to be give me good result. And if I, because I know if I put my stop loss here, I might have good result, but I might also be easily stopped out. And one other thing is, you go into this higher time frame POI, mark the 1 hour POIs that is valid. This will also give you clue of where the market is reacting from. So if you mark these two inside the higher time frame POI, you can see when market got here, market responded, and you will know that market is likely supposed to also mitigate this level. But based on this, market has already mitigated this, so you have to be careful, because in case if market want to come here and this level will now push the market down. So, but what I will do in this scenario is, I can't take this trade here. I will wait instead for extreme POI, or what I will do is I will wait for market to give me another break of structure here to confirm this low. Then I will now position for another entry here. So that's exactly what I will do. But in this scenario, if I try to sell here, let's say I place my sell limit order here and I target here, this is supposed to be my first TP, which is not a good RR for me, because coming here is not guaranteed. Remember, I'm taking trade based on 50-50 decisional POI. So in this scenario now, I don't think, okay, this is what will happen after market mitigate, come below this level. Then I will be happy that market is also showing me bearish momentum. So what I will do is I'll wait for, now that I have a proper structure. So if you are looking at it based on structure, you can see this is going to be break of structure to the upside, then later market change character. So now what am I supposed to do? I was supposed to look for my inducement like this. I'll look for my inducement like this, then look for my extreme POI. I think this is the only POI that I'm seeing here that is valid. And where is my decisioner? No, I think, let me check this POI very well. I think it's valid. Yes, it's valid. There's little spacing between it. You can see it's still valid. So definitely I'll be waiting here. I'll be waiting here because I'm not seeing any POI. Then I can put my SL probably here, then maybe target 1 to 3 or so, depending on, at least this will be kind of reasonable. But you can see systematically, I missed this trade. So, and I will not be interested because market is already trading away from my POI. So now let's move again to 4 hours to see maybe 4 hours give us clear or easy entry, the kind of entry that we can take advantage of. And let's see what 4 hours will do for us. So because it depends, you can also go to your lower time frame that you are comfortable with. But in terms of 4 hours, I want to see market traded below here. I want to see market traded below here. and give me inducement, and you see market sweep this high, no inducement, no opportunity for me to enter the trade. So let's take the same scenario to the same uh 24 hours, 24 hours. Let's see, this decisional POI has failed. So we apply the same concept in this level. So probably we might not have a good trade here. So we apply the same concept in this level, and let's go to 4 hours this time. Because why I like 4 hours sometimes is the candle will not be too many, and the the lesser the candle, the clearer the structure is likely to be. But if you're in 1 hour, you will see too many candles, depending on anyone that works for you. So in 4 hours that we've traded inside this our higher time frame POI, and I can look for 4 hours POI inside this POI, and all I can see is this one. This is the only POI. So, and I believe the market has already traded into it. So you can see market has traded deep inside our POIs. And remember, this is extreme and it has high probability. So if I want to apply the same process, you can see in terms of impulse correction, you can see this is the last level that the market gave us. So I will mark this and I will call it my change of character. I can call this my change of character based on how I explained to you before. So, and after change of character, all I need to do is to look for my what? Look for my inducements. You can see this will be my inducement, and I will look for my POI. I'm not seeing any POI, so this will not give me confidence to sell here because I want market. Since I don't have POI, I will expect the market to either push up, sweep, or do whatever it is and close below here to confirm the same way I said I want that confirmation to happen. And this one do not have POI, so there is no place I can sell from. Because remember, if you look at it in terms of structure, market is also reacting to extreme order block. And this extreme can push the market to the decisional order block. This can push the market and this level will fail. So I want to see that this level fail and market has done its thing. You can see the market grab liquidity here, market grabbed liquidity here. That's a good sign inside our higher time frame POI. So that's a good sign that market momentum is getting weak and we can prepare for sell. So in this case now, this market has taken out this level. First attempt is taking out this level. So I'll mark this level as what again? As my change of character again. So if I mark this level as my change of, sorry, if I mark this level as my change of character, it means I will need to look for inducement. And this will serve as my inducement. You can see. So you can see this will serve as my inducement. And market refuse to mitigate it, then I will shift this inducement to this level. And at the end of the day, where is my POI? My POI will rest above here. The rest above here. This is the only extreme POI that I have. In this case, I might shift it to cover this fair value gap a little bit because market might just mitigate this fair value gap and drop. So I will not want to miss out in this trade. And this is exactly where my entry will fall. This level. I don't need to go lower and put my stop loss above this higher time frame POI. And my first TP will be here. My first TP will be here. If I get 1 to 2.5, I'm okay. But my overall TP will be here because now I know that I can start trading towards this direction to the low, to this higher, to this overall time frame. So let's say I had a trade here and I close 50% of my profit, or just take 1 to 3 here, or 1 to 2.5, or whatever way I want to manage it. The real concept is that I'm not just only taking this trade. What I will do is I will now start scaling down. In 4 hours time frame, I will be selling towards this direction. So in this case, we can mark this as our break of structure. Why? Because inducement has been taken out. And the new, remember, I'm trading in the direction of what higher time frame is telling me. Then the first inducement will be here. Then the second inducement will be here. Then you see that market was unable to come there. Another inducement will be here. You have to have the patience because a lot of people don't have that patience. They just want to enter the trade. So, and you can see market later did what? Gave the last inducement here. And now that we had the last inducement, where is our POI? First POI will now be here, this level, like this. This is of order flow, our last or the first order flow. So if you are going by the order flow, and this is going to be our last order flow, and you can see this is our last order flow. I don't think it has been mitigated. So, but for refined purpose, this will be our order block. This level supposed to be our order block with fair value gap, and this will be our extreme because it also has fair value gap. And you see, we narrowly miss this level. Assuming that we use order flow, then we'll be aggressive. And because it's decisional POI, I can't be aggressive with such trade. So I will decide to do what? To just wait and wait for market. Either market want to come down here, then I will sell. But in that case, that doesn't happen. And what am I supposed to do next? I'll wait and immediately market take out this low, then it's a kind of sign for me that I can engage in this trade again. What am I going to look out for? Look for my inducement. So this serve as our last inducement if you look at it closely that the market did, because we had a pullback. Then this will serve as our extreme order block, like this. So, and this is the entire order flow. So you can see this is how the thing is. So if you cover it with this fair value gap, you might be lucky. With this fair value gap, you might be lucky. So you can have a trade here, and if you are not lucky, that's a missed trade for you. So you put your stop loss above here, then you can target this low. So you actually have ratio 1 to 3. And if you're an aggressive trader, maybe use this order flow and market mitigate your order flow, you take your trade here. So there is another opportunity. It means that you can still have a lot of win trade in this place. At least if you're able to catch two, which two will give you 6%. Let's say you are not even holding this one for long. Let's say you only take 1 to 3 or 1 to 4 or whatever you want to take. But average, let's say you take 1 to 3, you have 3% here, 3% here, 3% here. So in this case now you have 9% in this move just by knowing the directional bias of this trade. So that's it for this video. You can see that the process remained the same. Decisional POI work, decisional order flow work, and extreme order flow work. So those are the two major order flows, and that's how I will execute this trade if I'm to trade it. And I believe that if I had a win here, I might probably have a loss here. If I don't want to use this decisional order flow, I might have a kind of win here or have a kind of missing trade here. I know I will miss one of these trades, but nevertheless, it's still part of the process. If I had to win, it's okay, 6% is fine for me. So that's it for this video. I hope you can see that you also work in indices, synthetic, and whatever instrument you are trading. So that's it for this video. See you in another video. Bye for now.